Ladies and gentlemen, we interrupt your regularly scheduled programming to bring you this special bulletin. It would appear that Epic Games obviously has all kinds of throwaway money with one collaboration after another when it comes to Fortnite. Most recently, The Simpsons. It'd be great if I could catch Transformers collaboration, get some of those skins for Lanyap. I would love them myself. I always find myself logging into Fortnite and seeing what skins here, what skins there, and I'll purchase them because I'm a fan. Goodness gracious. I'm a fan of the IP that they're selling, that they're getting a little bit of money for here and there. And I often wonder, I wish there was a way we could find out some little website somewhere that would show us how much or how many of a particular franchise's skins sell in Fortnite. And the reason I say that is because, well, some leaks came out and we got another collab coming with Harry Potter and Fortnite, which you shouldn't be surprised because, again, Fortnite and Epic Games is going after anything and everything they can possibly put in their game to make it cool, make it look good. Call of Duty needs to get the hell away from that nonsense. Is it Call of Duty or Battlefield? Which one is it that is ruining their game with nonsensical skins like, oh, Snoop Dogg and Beavis and Butthead? What the hell are you doing? Anyway, Fortnite. Epic Games is crossing their fingers because, as you can see, Fortnite faces a boycott. Really? Do you really think so? You think they're worried about it? If Hogwarts Legacy is any indication, they're praying for a boycott because Harry Potter boycotts make the company millions and millions and millions of dollars. But let's see what Screen Rant has to say about this nonsense. Fortnite has become one of the most popular games among this generation of players, especially when they took out the zero build nonsense. People my age I'm sorry, I don't have the autistic ability or ADHD to sit there and build and build and build and build and build. I'll check out your game if I'm just shooting people from across the map. I can do that every once in a while. Not very well, but hey, stranger things have happened. When they put the zero build in, I actually gained interest. And then they added the Lego stuff, which just makes me want to buy more Legos. I love that, especially the survival aspect. But with Fortnite, ever-changing story from one chapter to another, adding all kinds of things. My favorite collaboration, again, is with the Lego franchises, but I get to buy the physical stuff. Where was I going with this? Oh, yeah, the popularity of Fortnite, gaining more and more popularity, it seems, as the years go by with their ever-changing model. It's a free-to-play game. It has probably one of the best monetizations on the market. Because, again, there is absolutely no amount of money you can spend in Fortnite to make you better at the game. That's the best monetization. I'm sticking with it. You can for a free-to-play game. So many other franchises have tried it and failed miserably over and over again, and you've had some that sit there and go, we're going to sell it for $40 because it's a much better game. And it's like, no, you flop, you fail hard. Because you want to charge $40 for a game and then $40 for a skin or $70 for the color blue or whatever. And you wonder why you fail miserably. It's because you have games like Fortnite that just somehow, some way are able to keep people interested. Genuinely don't know how. Most recently, Fortnite did a crossover with The Simpsons, arguably the most recognizable cartoon IP in history, adding to its already massive library of licensed content collaborators. However, here's the big hairy butt, ladies and gentlemen. I don't think people understand. These places like Screen Rant and the squeaky wheels on social media just don't seem to get it. You can despise J.K. Rowling all you want to, but the Harry Potter franchise is bigger than anything we've seen ever. It's ridiculous. The game came out. These screeching jackholes did everything they possibly could to drag the game through the mud. They threatened streamers, made a list of people's names for a website because it's okay for them to make a list of people's names, doxed streamers for playing the game. And yet, with all of that effort, to date, the game has sold over 34 million copies, made oodles and oodles and oodles of money for Warner Brothers, which they flushed down the toilet with their DC Universe. made tons of money. Hogwarts Legacy was the top-selling game of that year, and of course, Jeff Keighley ignored it completely with his so-called Game Awards. That should tell you everything you need to know about Jeff Keighley's Game Awards. Not all of these collaborations, spell the word out, are met with praise among players. The vocal, screeching minority, and a recent leak from Pocket Official suggests that a Harry Potter crossover is in the works, and fans are calling for a boycott. Oh, clutch my pearls and say it ain't so. Fortnite Epic Games is hoping and praying that this boycott is as effective as it was for Hogwarts Legacy. Leaks about Harry Potter collaboration are still unconfirmed at this moment. I hope they're true. I hope they're true. I hope they're true. List of Fortnite crossovers with iconic IPs goes on and on and on. Some of them don't even make sense, honestly, how on earth they were able to get their hands on it. With everything from the most recent Simpsons collab to Star Wars to Marvel to DC and far beyond. It's played by a bunch of people who do not give a toss about the nonsense that we scream about on social media, on YouTube and whatnot. It's played by a massive amount of normies. That's why the game is still going long and strong, ladies, after all this time. Not to mention, I'm pretty sure it helps that you have people behind the scenes that are able to practically reinvent the game with stories, with actual stories every single chapter, which I find interesting. And somehow they got a collaboration with Eminem and other pop stars. Like, I went to a concert in Fortnite with Lanyap just because, and watched a giant Eminem mech fight another mech, and I think that's what it was. But it was just in a video game, and it was fun. But anyway, Star Wars, DC, Marvel, and beyond, stretching into collaborations with pop stars like Ariana Grande, Travis Scott, etc. Unsurprisingly, the recent leak from Fortnite leak servers on Discord suggests Harry Potter collaboration in the works. Make it so, make it so, make it so. Please, I want to see the tears. I want to see the crying and the screeching and the nonsense when the market will decide, the actual market, the paying customer, the people who have the money, the not modern audience, because they don't seem to have the buying power. Because if they did, the shows wouldn't get canceled. We would be getting, The Acolyte Season 2. We would be getting those shows. Season 2, Season 3, Season 4. But the modern audience doesn't seem to have the buying power. Your average normie, however, does. And it's your average normie that plays Fortnite because it's fun, it's easy. The barrier of entry is almost non-existent. Harmful, transphobic remarks, blah, blah, blah. J.K. Rowling has one single wrong opinion. You decide for yourself how you feel about that. I'm here to talk about video games and stupid people. The source notes that the decision to incorporate Harry Potter content is a disappointing one from Epic Games. Epic Games sees money, sees dollar, dollar, dollar. They saw how much Hogwarts Legacy sold to date and said, I think we should sign a check to Warner Brothers and J.K. Rowling, fill her pocket with even more fuck you money, and bring it into Fortnite. Why not? Makes sense. We've done it with everything else. Fortnite leaker calls for players to speak out against the inclusion of Harry Potter content in the game, and it'll land like a wet fart in a locked car, much like the boycott for Hogwarts Legacy. And, quote, directing these frustrations to the official Fortnite account. Don't listen to the squeaky wheel, Epic Games. Don't listen to the squeaky wheel. Replace the squeaky wheel. Do not bend the knee. Because, believe me, you bend the knee, you're going to lose more people. No, never mind. It's Fortnite. Again, they don't care about the nonsense we talk about. Backlash for Harry Potter collab isn't surprising. Yes, because you have a bunch of brain-dead, brainwashed, insignificant voices online who wake up every day looking for something to be mad about. I've talked about this before, and I will continue to. They have no meaning in life, so in order to find something, they search. They wake up every day. Let me go to social media and find out what I'm upset about today. Or at least that's what it comes across as. Because time and time again, situations like this, let's say Epic Games bends the knee and cancels a Harry Potter collaboration outside of losing tons and tons of money in skin sales because you know people are going to buy it. It won't be enough because it's never enough to jacktivist assholes like this, whose only purpose is screeching online to try and stand for something that is a nothing burger. It's a non-traversy. It's a video game. It's nothing. Whatever collaboration is there, J.K. Rowling has already gotten her fat check. I doubt she would get any residuals from this. Big fat check from Epic Games to do the skins. One way or another, I'm not sure how the sales of the skins works for these different IPs, these different franchises. It would be interesting. If somebody knows, y'all let me know in the comment section for sure. Anything Harry Potter related is likely to raise ire, and yet it sells over and over and over again, no matter how much people scream and yell and holler, because my J.K. Rowling is a TERF, I can't, she's transphobic, she hates trans people. Okay, no matter how many articles come out, no matter how many times people attack her and she claps back, no matter how often people are screeching and screaming and hollering, Harry Potter and Hogwarts is still the biggest franchise in the world. It is. Star Wars is gone. Marvel is gone. Doctor Who is gone. Star Trek is gone. There is only Harry Potter. The only thing close, well, maybe Pokemon is bigger. Pokemon and Nintendo, but Harry Potter is definitely a close. Definitely in the running. So all the screeching is meaningless and nonsense. And all it does, the only thing it can accomplish, is bringing more eyes to the product. The more people hear about it, why are they boycotting it? Oh, look at these skins. I'm going to go play Fortnite. Back to the article. It isn't all surprising to see calls for boycotts relating to Harry Potter and Fortnite, largely because just about anything Harry Potter related these days is going to upset individuals who have nothing better to do, affected by J.K. Rowling's. No one is affected by her comments. Absolutely no one. This idea that J.K. Rowling's opinions on anything have an effect on any single solitary human being is nonsense. When I was growing up, and yes, I'm going to be an old guy, sticks and stones may break my bones, but whips and chains... Oh, wait, that's a different one. Sorry. That's a totally different one. Words will never hurt me. Move on with yourself. Move on with your life. If you think J.K. Rowling has any sort of influence in legislation where you live, she lives in the UK. Right? What are you talking about? Back to this. While these calls to action are common and nonsense, they can have a substantial impact depending on the community's level of disapproval. Wait. Oh, Screen Rant's not really aware of what happened with the boycott of Hogwarts Legacy, are they? Or they're just ignoring it. But it's right here. Gotta read this. I don't care about that one. Clearly make a decision based on profitability. You don't say. A video game company making a decision to make money. Well, I guess to Screen Rant in most modern studios, that is a foreign concept because they're trying to appease the lowest common denominator, screeching eels online, and aren't making any money off of it. Epic Games wants to make all the dollars. And if they go through with the Harry Potter collaboration, they're going to make all the dollars. Calls for Hogwarts Legacy boycott, for example, were largely ineffectual. They were 100% ineffectual. As the game became a massive success, it became the top-selling game the year it came out and has sold 34 million units since then. Why are you downplaying the success of a video game, Screen Rant? What else do I expect? Ultimately, while Fortnite's decision to include Harry Potter content is a disappointing one for many players, 2 or 3 screeching online, the rest of them don't even play Fortnite. I would be willing to bet. There's a low likelihood that a boycott will prevent it from happening entirely. It will prevent it from happening at all. Because, hopefully, again, I'll say this one last thing before we part ways. Hopefully, Epic was paying attention when Hogwarts Legacy was released, saw the so-called outrage, the so-called attempt at a boycott, and saw all the actual numbers that came out. Top-selling game of the year, and got snubbed by the Game Awards. Thank you, Jeff Keighley, for proving who you are. 34 million copies to date. That's nothing to sniff at. if Epic Games is thinking about it, if it's an actual collaboration with Hogwarts Legacy, Harry Potter, to bring the skins into Fortnite, they know they're going to make the money. Because anyone screeching and screaming and crying and clutching their pearls and wanting to boycott this game is going to do nothing more than make it 10 times as successful as it could have been if you just shut your damn trap. But that's usually what happens, isn't it? So we shall see. Are the leaks true? I can't wait to find out. I really hope they are, because I want to see all the crying. And it's already started. Looking forward to more. But let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Leave a like, leave a dislike, do all the nifty little things that YouTube is begging you to do. And I hope to see you on the next one. Bye.